choc de la hache, l'éclat de la foudre, le vent de l'espoir.
Now the music, this is the third world premiere I've done in my life and in my career. And I'm very happy to say that all three of them I think are fantastic. And the real secret to a successful contemporary opera is a great story. So the story is fantastic, the libretto is fantastic, and of course the music that is put onto this is also fantastic. And what I love also about it is that it's not like what you expect from some contemporary music, a little bit atonal and really singing off into some. No, there is like some tunes and all that, but it isn't the big arias like we're used to in Puccini and Verdi operas. But again, this is a play. This was a very successful theater piece that went around the world, and a composer tried to respect a lot the text. So it was very important to put music that we can get the text. It's not about singing big arias, but there are moments very powerful, very beautiful, and I'd like to say it's a masterpiece. Okay, well, I play the role of Simon, the old Simon, because in this opera there's the old and the young. And basically it's because Simon is explaining the story. He's in prison, he's been put in prison for life probably, and for having committed a crime that he did not commit, killing basically his lover. And so it's a little bit of a story of Romeo and Juliet, kind of a story like, unaccepted, this relationship and all that. And of course of two men that are in love. So it was a very difficult time happening in some small town in the north of Quebec. And Simon basically decides to confess himself and ask for the cardinal to come, His Excellence, to come and so Simon will make his confession. Now here's the little complicated part, because, and this you should do your reading, everybody, because it's a play within a play. So Simon starts to tell his story, but he's telling it through the prisoners who will become the characters. Therefore, all the female roles are played by men. It's all the prisoners with their kind of prison gear and just what they've managed to pick up in the prison cell to interpret this role for His Excellence, who will be seated. He has a seat, and Simon starts this play. So he's directed a play to explain what has happened, and the audience will see as though we go back in time and we see the young version of me. And from time to time I have a little but I'm there all the time sitting on stage as a good old stage director, but telling this tragic story because basically he's been put in jail and he's innocent. And well, I don't know if I should tell you the end. Maybe you should wait and see what happens to see who the true guilty person is. Now at the end of the opera, of course, this has all been in the prison cell. All the prisoners have portrayed the characters, and now we come back to reality, to the prison where Bilodeau is. And Simon pulls out a knife. They all have fabricated knives out of spoons, forks, in prison. He puts it to the throat of Bilodeau. Will he kill him for vengeance, or will he let him live? Now, Simon, the actual character I have to portray, interpret, is obviously very tormented. A man that has suffered a lot, has lost his great love and exposed himself as a homosexual in this small town, which is very difficult, and then finds himself condemned in prison for a crime, to having killed the man he loves. And he wanted to die. He wanted to die because that was the plan, but it didn't work out. He got saved and got accused. So he's very dramatic. I'm basically an unhappy man all the way through. And he's there to tell this story because he needs to express his innocence. He tried desperately in the beginning, as he says in the prologue. how he wanted to express his innocence and needed somebody there to understand what was going on. Bilodeau and the priest, and he wasn't there. And therefore, this is his moment where he gets to express, or through the piece, show his innocence.